Welcome to Film and Comic Insider, where today we're diving into the reasons behind the staggering $400 million price tag of Avengers Endgame. As they say, you've got to spend money to make money, and Marvel Studios definitely took that saying to heart. So let's put on our Professor Hulk-sized glasses and break it all down. First, let's gain some perspective on the matter. Avengers Endgame, with a reported budget of $356 million, stands as the third most expensive film of all time, nestled between its predecessors, Age of Ultron and Infinity War. Surprisingly, the title of the most expensive film still goes to the fourth installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, On Stranger Tides, which was made for $379 million back in 2011. However, it's important to note that certain expenses don't always make it into the final tallies, but we'll touch on that later. Marvel's big-name cast doesn't come cheap. With over 60 named characters gracing the Endgame playbill, a significant portion of the budget undoubtedly went to the cast. While the specific salaries for each actor remain undisclosed, we can confidently say that the major players earned substantial paychecks. The original 6 Avengers, such as Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, and Jeremy Renner, each took home around $15 million, amounting to $75 million in total. However, Robert Downey Jr. plays in a league of his own, reportedly earning at least $75 million for his role. Some sources even suggest that he could have easily earned $200 million for both Infinity War and Endgame combined. This is quite a leap from his initial payment of $500,000 for the original Iron Man film in 2008. And mind you, these figures only cover 6 actors in what can be argued as the biggest ensemble in blockbuster history. Many of them likely also have back-end deals in their contracts, ensuring a share of the box office earnings. The actual filming process of a movie involves numerous factors, and the specific expenses incurred are often not reported. However, given the scale of the project and the extensive shoot, it's safe to assume that a considerable amount of money was poured into the production. To provide some context, an average film typically shoots for 1 to 2 months. In the case of Avengers Endgame, the shoot extended to a whopping 5 months, with additional time allocated for reshoots. Fortunately, Marvel had the foresight to film back-to-back with Infinity War, which spanned 6 months, resulting in a combined year-long production for both films. While shooting predominantly took place at Pinewood Studios, benefiting from the Georgia tax break, it was still a lengthy and costly process. Visual effects artists, despite creating the breathtaking spectacles in your favorite blockbusters, often earn relatively low wages in the Hollywood industry. However, the visuals in Avengers Endgame speak for themselves. Marvel collaborated with several effects houses, including the renowned Industrial Light and Magic, known to Star Wars fans as the pioneers of visual effects. While the action set pieces in Endgame were spread out compared to Infinity War, the climactic final battle undoubtedly required meticulous crafting and significant funding. Although the exact amount spent remains undisclosed, the exceptional quality achieved by the visual effects team proves that every cent was well worth it. Some fans argue that Avengers Endgame didn't require an extensive promotional campaign, as the ending of Infinity War left everyone eagerly anticipating its release. However, what many don't realize is that Marvel Studios invested over $200 million in marketing the film, making it their most expensive promotional campaign ever. In addition to traditional advertisements, Marvel partnered with renowned brands like Audi, Coca-Cola, Geico, McDonald's, and Google, among others. These cross-promotions elevated the marketing expenses even further. This means that when we consider the promotional costs, the overall price tag of the film skyrockets to approximately $400 million. Despite these significant expenditures, Avengers Endgame achieved unprecedented success, rapidly grossing $1.2 billion in its opening weekend alone. As of June 2019, it has shattered expectations, becoming one of the highest-grossing films of all time, amassing a staggering $2.7 billion worldwide. This phenomenal success, combined with its predecessor Infinity War, which also had a budget of around $500 million, has collectively generated nearly $4.8 billion in revenue. It's a testament to the notion that some movies are simply too immense to fail. So, what factors contributed to the mammoth production costs of Avengers Endgame? From the extraordinary visual effects to the star-studded ensemble cast, no expense was spared in delivering a cinematic experience unlike any other. The intricate storytelling, coupled with the meticulous attention to detail, pushed the boundaries of filmmaking and captivated audiences worldwide. Avengers Endgame, a cinematic masterpiece that left an indelible mark on the history of filmmaking, showcases the immense dedication and financial investment required to bring such a monumental project to life. With its groundbreaking success at the box office, it's clear that the cost of creating something truly extraordinary is often rewarded beyond measure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And remember to stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the world of movies and entertainment.